It appears a trial will not be necessary in the case of the defendant in the Oxford High School shooting.
Tonight, reaction is pouring in as word spreads that Ethan Crumbley intends to plead guilty at his next hearing. Attorneys for Crumbley, who was 15 years old at the time of the shooting, had previously indicated that they would pursue an insanity defense.
That no longer appears to be the case. Crumbley is due in court on Monday, and that is when he is expected to plead guilty to 24 charges, including multiple counts of murder and, notably, terrorism, which is a charge no school shooter has ever faced. Crumbley is charged as an adult. He's been kept in the Oakland County Jail rather than a juvenile facility.
Our Mara McDonald is live at the Oakland County Courthouse tonight. And Mara, for someone who sought the spotlight and was seemingly enjoying this attention, the decision not to go to trial is a pretty interesting one.
It is, Kimberly, and legal experts say that the shooter in this case has good attorneys who have no doubt explained to him what his long-term prospects are here, and that the reality of the situation is if he doesn't plea or doesn't avoid a trial, he essentially gives up any chance of leniency. And, you and Devin discussed an insanity plea in the beginning, which was, the theory that was going to happen here. Legal experts also say that was going to be an uphill battle that was never going to be able to be climbed here. Take a look. The Oakland County Prosecutor's Office making it clear tonight that the expectation is the Oxford High School shooter will plead guilty to all 24 charges on Monday, and that no deals have been offered and there are no agreements regarding sentencing.
I think for the families and the community at large to not have to go through the trials and tribulations of an actual trial, to go through the production and viewing of the evidence and all the kinds of things that come with that, and the trauma that would come with that. I think that's a very, very small, but yet nonetheless a small blessing.
He's facing the full weight of what all those charges bring, one of which is a grim milestone.
This would be the first time, certainly in a school shooting context, at least in the state of Michigan, where somebody was going to be convicted of a terrorism count.
If this goes as expected on Monday, what does this do to the case against his parents, who prosecutors maintain set him on the path that led up to the shooting? With his guilty plea and conviction, could he be called as a witness either for his parents or against them? Maybe.
If he's pled guilty, perhaps in their subsequent trial, if they go to trial, that he could be called as a witness.
Back here live. So what to expect on Monday? Oxford school shooter in court making that plea. Do not be surprised if you see victims' parents here at the Oakland County Circuit Court as well, wanting to listen in. But this is only one portion of this. Pleading is one thing, sentencing is something else entirely. And legal experts say the judge will want to hear from this young man himself for him to explain his actions. We're live in Pontiac tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara, thank you.